yeah, we got to the place and I couldn't believe it. I was like, did we actually make it?
I wouldn't do it again.
So it's been 2 months since we drove the RV from Santa Clarita to Anaheim, and I'm here at the RV shop to talk to the pros about what needs to be done to get this thing on the road, full of props and show ready. It was really hot last time we were here. Looks good though.
It does. We've got a nice spot set up for it.
Still has a lot of rat shit in it. And
dirt, peeling paint.
oh look, they peeled off this amount of carpet.
Yeah,
so
all the upholstery on the walls is coming down.
So this stuff needs to go back on, or is this being replaced completely? Like
what they're going to do is we're going to have them take all the PVC down, replace the tubes. It'll be one of the cheaper exterior restorations. Watch out for the termites.
Are those termites?
They're ants.
No, they're ants. They did a lot more than I thought they would, actually. Since it's been sitting for, what, 2 months?
Up near the tops, especially where the wood gets dark from the water damage.
Yeah.
You can see it's peeling and falling apart as we touch it.
Oh, no. Like this one can just be refinished, and that one, that obviously needs to be replaced.
Have to rip out and redo.
So a lot of it can be saved.
Yes. You can see we're going to replace all these mattresses too. I told them how we want to keep the bunk bed design, but that was a really big rat that took a piss on this.
That's piss? Oh, how much of it?
You need to smell it too? I smelled it once before. That was my mistake.
But this thing looks like a church pew now. You know what's funny? They told me that they actually vacuumed all the rat shit.
You said most of it. Most of it. We're going to have them pull out these, pull out the desks, all these cushions, get them either redone or steam cleaned, and then they can get to these walls, and they're going to have to take down, like all these bolts, they're going to have to pull out and pull these walls back and make sure that these walls don't look like that cabinet there. And you can see, like up here in the roof, they've got it completely torn apart now. And this is the first glimpse we've really had to where you can see the studio's work that they did. You can see all these open seams with these hinges here, and that's where your camera jibs would be coming down, and that's a problem for us. All this water damage you see, it's all coming in through these openings that they've created in the roof because they wanted to be able to just lift it right off.
So the whole roof needs to be redone.
That's going to be the first major topic other than teardown, will be the restoration of the roof. They're going to paint it, they're going to redo the cabinets, and when they're redoing the cabinets, they're going to be relaying all the wires.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing a lot of the larger labor.
But what are we going to be doing after they're done?
Once they've got this thing back to looking like how it would have rolled out of, the studio shop, we're the ones who are going to be the prop masters. We're going to make this. We're going to bring in the little tray table that they had the baby T-Rex on. We've got a guy willing to build an animatronic T-Rex for a price. To bring this thing from 90% to 110%.
So we're going to geek out on it, basically.
Exactly.
Basically, this entire exterior needs to come off, right? Most of it?
Yeah, we're going to be taking down the AC units, all the PVC pipe, remounting the lights. Things like the armor can stay, but the wood trim around them will be torn off.
So these guys are replacing this stuff. Oh, wow. It's like a forest is coming off with it. All right. So this is crap. This is just wood. Okay, obviously we can't put wood back on here, so what's it going to be after this?
Well, no, wood can be put back on if it's water treated. Oh. If you put water treatment on there, we'll be able to put wood pieces back on, give it a little more of the authentic feel. However, it would be nice to put a metal plate in there too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What about the engine? What's going on mechanically with this thing?
That engine fires up better than my 99 Crown Vic. I wish I knew what that license plate they used in the film looked like. We haven't been able to get any shots of it. It'd be cool if we could make one that was screen accurate for the fans to have as a donation gift.
Well, we can go to Universal Studios and see what they have on those trucks.
Even if it's the Hunter vehicle plate, that'd be cool.
Now I gotta find Jerry, the shop owner, to talk business and see what it'll take for them to get started.
You know where Jerry is? Oh, he's upstairs?
Jerry's in the office. Jerry.
I've seen paint centers for cars before, but this thing is huge. This is meant for an RV or a bus. So you can drive an entire RV into this giant tube and paint the whole thing. It's almost like an airplane hangar. Hey, Jerry. So we're wondering if you can take us through the RV and tell us what's going on with the whole thing.
Well, you're gonna tell me what's going on. We just gotta work together.
Just gotta figure out.
Basically, what we're doing, we're gonna be customizing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be renovating the whole thing. When I talk about renovating, I mean we're gonna get rid of it all the wood that you guys use.
So are you taking off this wood?
Taking
Off
the
completely.
wood completely.
Okay.
So we start to clean it already. We haven't done anything else more than that, just because we haven't gone through it yet.
Yeah. Okay. So from your perspective, like your assessment, how does it look?
We just have to go over material, what kind of walls we want, what kind of paper, what kind of wallpaper, what kind of carpet, what kind of wood we're going to be using on it. And that's something that we have to go over together, I'm going to take all the pictures and I'm going to drop everything. All the cabinets, all the wood, everything is going to go. You're going to see a plain walls.
Oh, you're stripping it down to the walls.
We have to do it that way.
Wow.
How about the trailer? That's the other step. So what's going to be back here? Another living trailer, another living spaces? Or?
I don't know if we're keeping it screen accurate. Probably not another living space because this is supposed to be the lab.
Please, I ask you to take a decision in the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
And we probably need a deposit somewhere to start with.
Yeah. City buses have two ends. They have the front part and then they have the accordion and they have another part. Like, how similar is this in construction to that?
I will tell you that I have one here.
Let's go over to it. I love that you have a bus here.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
I think it's meant to be.
It's the best illustration.
So the bus, they do have like emergency exit. That's something that we probably have to do somewhere in that
Yeah, because those windows are just completely sealed.
Exactly. So there's something that
it's basically a cocoon of death if it ever goes down.
You're done. So
that's the one thing we never showed you is that those windows are completely sealed with the glass in them, and you can't open a single window inside the RV.
But for safety issues, you have to
have some exit, some emergency exit.
Yeah, you just pull these down.
I've never seen that before because you're always riding a bus. You can't actually do that. Hold on, I want to do it.
Yeah. Nice.
You never get to do this when you're on the bus, otherwise you get in trouble.
Yeah, there you go.
You just crawl out.
Yeah.
How much is a bus?
The bus, we can get it probably for about 10 grand.
10 grand for a bus? I'm gonna buy a bus. So if I wanted to take a city bus and turn it into that,
we can do that.
but how much would that cost?
We're working with the $100,000.
$100,000. So buy a bus, 100 grand, and you can make that.
We can make that work. Yeah.
If you want a replica, we always go on the series about you can make a replica movie car for yourself. So apparently I just found out you can buy a city bus like this with an accordion for $10,000 at auction.
Already.
And he will change it into that RV for $100,000.
So you have a backup RV. Open this one. Right there. Now just make sure there is a neutral right here.
Yeah.
And just push the button. There you go.
Not many people aspire to be a bus driver, but somehow this is really exciting. So it's only now that I realize just how big this thing is. I mean, it is almost twice the size of what we see as a city bus. Now, whenever I talk to someone about this RV, I always liken it to a double-ended city bus, and that conveniently is exactly what we have here. Now, if you look at the length, they are the same. They're lined up right now, back to back, and both of these things have the exact same length, but this is a lot taller.
I want to know in writing what you want.
Yeah.
I want to give you in writing what I want, and then we just go from there. Yeah. Okay, Chris. Well,
thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
we'll
business.
see you again
for the opportunity.
really soon. To make this thing as road-going and road-worthy as this is going to be a Herculean effort. And these guys seem to think that they can do it.
With the teardown already begun, we can really see just how much damage has been done over the years. Making this thing livable will be a far greater task than anyone imagined. We're already behind schedule, so once again, it's time to get to work.
What we're doing today is measuring all the interior space of this vehicle.
I have tried for 2 months and we couldn't get a hold of nobody.
And we were so excited to have it there, we didn't know what our next step was going to be.
you like this video, we're just starting season 2. There's a lot more coming, so be sure to like, share, subscribe. Most of all, share it, because we like it when people watch the videos, because that way we keep making more videos. Check out season 1. Please go to our GoFundMe page and help us out, www.gofundme.com/Jurassic Park RV.